there's a big difference between invention and when we talk about curiosity, there are people who invent and are very curious and they know a lot of information, but they don't do anything with it. So, when we talk about success and we're talking about, jobs and how do you be, it's fun to be curious, but you also have to have that if you come up with the solution or you see an opportunity to seize it. And so there is a difference between invention and entrepreneurship, or invention and innovation. There's a difference between starting a business and being an entrepreneur. It's clearly a difference. So curiosity is absolutely essential. Again, which is even beyond having an open mind. Just having an open mind is, yeah, I accept everything, but you may not do anything with it. Curiosity is sort of the next step, but then you also need to be able to kind of seize that opportunity and maybe I won't say the common denominator, but maybe the missing ingredient would be a better term, is the willingness to take some risk.
I think I was just talking with our team this morning about agency. This idea that you have the ability to take those ideas, be curious, but then move forward in a way that can affect your life and the lives of those around you and make a difference. And many people don't feel like they either have that agency. I believe that most people do, but they need to take that responsibility for life and move forward. So I appreciate that. So curiosity is not enough. It's a great place to start, but then you need to move beyond that to action and actually, taking risks that are going to move you forward. So
yeah, I'm smiling here, Bill, because it probably is a generational thing, and that I've also studied the different generations. Read the book Excuses and Googleization, which talked about it. But I never heard I knew what an agency was, but an agency was like a talent agency. It was an identity. Never really heard agency used in the career lexicon or pathway. So it's probably a little bit of generational thing when I was struggling to come up with the word. Agency's probably it. But so anybody younger than 50, 40s that'll resonate, and people in their 60s and 70s, they go, what's agency?
Yeah. I've been thinking, it's something that I think a lot about for my team and for the people that I coach and, work with. And that's one of the areas that I see that they so much want to be able to have a great life, but they at the same time want to be able to blame somebody else in case it goes wrong. And you can't have both.
Yeah. In my class, and it'll be coming up in 6 weeks, 8 weeks or so, we'll have a new class, and I'll ask, one of the things is, what's your purpose in life? And they all can't well define it, but what do you want to happen? What are you going to use your degree for? Why are you here? Why are you investing $150,000, $200,000 and 4 years of your life? And some of them say, I want to have a family, I want to be able to take care of things, I want to be able to enjoy life, and some have bigger aspirations. But it's amazing then when it comes down to what do they want to do with it. And they're taking it, understand, they're in an innovation and entrepreneurship class. And most of them want to get a job. And you might have heard this, and it was sort of a sales pitch, but years ago, it's like, jobs is just over broke. When you have a job, you basically get a paycheck. You're relying on somebody else's paycheck. And what's particularly scary is you just look at the number of businesses that people had reliable jobs, maybe 30, 40 years. And now those businesses are going out of business or they're cutting back. Even the government. If you wanted a safe job, you work for the government. You basically went to civil service. You were there for 30 or 40 years. You didn't get the highest pay, but you knew in your late 50s, early 60s, you can get out and retire and enjoy the rest of your life, or get another job, to complement that. That's not even safe anymore. But it's interesting going back to the curiosity. Just curiosity alone and good intentions. I believe I'd like to see every student and probably every adult really take an entrepreneurial mindset course.
That'd be great. So as I look at AI, you talked about AI, we're really at this turning point here. I'm curious how you see it, because I wake up every morning both excited and terrified. Like, I know it's and I don't know how you see it, but how do we really move forward from here? As not just you and me, but we live in this world, but how do we advise people in a time that is so uncertain? We don't know where it's going to go and what's going to happen, but there's so much fear around this. How do you advise people? What's your advice?
I think it's just is being more aware. You saw the article. I know you commented on the article I just published the other day. It was like 20 things that people they use AI on a daily basis and have no clue they're using AI. It's really frustrating for me. It's probably one of my bigger pet peeves when somebody says, no, AI can't take my job, or I don't get AI, or the government's going to step in and do something about AI. They have to regulate it. I don't know what planet anybody's living on, but it's not this one if that's what they believe.
I saw your post. I don't want to use AI, or they use it like a badge of honor. Like I don't use AI. And I'm like,
Yeah, a little bit of entitlement there. It's ironic. It's that the people who are talking about all the entitlement feel entitled that, well, AI can't take my job. And as you and I know, I mean, we're sort of living this every day, it will. It may not take the job, but if you don't learn to use AI or understand what it can do and then improve your skills, at least for a short time, depending on where you are in your career, it's pervasive. I mean, I look at our turnpike. We're both living in Pennsylvania, and the turnpike system. And it wasn't too long ago that they said they would never take the toll booths away. The toll takers. I mean, we need toll. Not everybody is going to have an easy pass. What about older people who aren't on the internet? And it's like, okay, well, it tracks your license plate and they'll mail it to you, but that's still using AI. Sorry. No one's really safe, but is it going to take jobs? Yeah, some jobs will be eliminated. Most jobs are going to be transformed. There was a prediction that I quoted this all the time. It was like 1/3 of all jobs will be 2/3 automated. That was 10 years ago. I'm not sure that's the right percentages anymore. It's probably going to be more so than that. But yeah, some will be automated, but that doesn't mean the job is eliminated. It just means that you'll either be more productive or you'll need to learn how to use the technology.